Assalamu alaikum, parents. This is Dr. Karazi, Director of Sadiq School. As you may know, we are using Savvas program for our core curriculum. That's for language, art, science, math, and social studies. Some of you may not be familiar with Savvas, and that's why we have put this short video to show you how to navigate through the program, where to look for certain information. And if you wanted to work with your child to review some of the content that has been taught in the classroom, you can also do that. So let me start first by showing you how you can log in to Savvas. So when you on your computer, if you go to savvasrealize.com and click on that, you will see a window like this, which asks you to sign in. After you click on sign in, another window opens, and that window basically is going to be asking for your child user ID as well as the password. You should have received the user ID and a password for your child. So after you open this and you log in, you will have another window which it shows these four area. Okay, so I just wanted to show this as well. So this is the most important thing that you need to keep an eye on, and we highly recommend that you open the Savvas at least a couple of times during the week, because you will see that there are going to be assignments for each subject. So as an example here, I have on the green, with the one with the green bar is what I have for science. And you'll see there are 3 assignments here, and one of them has a due date of September 23. So you may not see it, but it's kind of small, but it shows where the due date is. The other 2 shows a small red triangle. That means that the due date already has passed. Now, if you click on this little notebook with a pen, you will see this page, which shows what assignments I have not completed, and what assignments I have started and what assignments I have completed. So if I click on any of the assignments, for example, this was a quiz, I finished it. It looks like I didn't answer any of the questions, therefore my score is 0%. By the way, let me just tell you about the type of assignments that you will see in Savvas. There are 3 kinds of assignments. One is a quiz, multiple choice. You open it, students will answer it. After and complete it, they submit it, and the score shows right away. There's another kind of assignment that it requires you to do some hands-on. For example, this is an assignment that is going to be, it's in the English language art, and it's going to be asking you some of the words that you need to know. So here it is, and will also ask you to do something. For example, it says, pick a word from the box to complete each sentence. Now, how do you write here? And that's what I want to show you also. So if you look at this right side at the top, you will see a bunch of stuff here. One of them is a pen. And if you click on that, it gives you several options. One of them, draw, freedom highlight, text highlight, and erase. So if I click on the drawing, I can just go ahead and write the word. For example, did he go up the hill? So I can just make the word go and write here, right? And it may not be the perfect go, but you can write it there. Now, what happens if you make a mistake? You click on that, you put the eraser, and just erase that thing that you wrote, okay? The word that you wrote. Now, one other way that you can do it, if you see there is an arrow, which is the download arrow. So if you click on that one, is going to take you to the, it's going to download a copy of that to your computer. Now, after you complete it, there's this turn in button at the top corner, right corner. So if you click on that one, it's going to ask you one more question. Are you sure you want to turn it in? Because after you turn it in, you cannot change it. And if you said, yes, I want to do that, it basically says you completed this assignment. So what happens if I go back, and you can see here that assignment says completed, but there's no score, right? The reason there's no score here is because the teacher has to review it and score it. Okay, you can always put a comment here. For example, that we or my child did not understand. My child did not understand question 5 as an example, or anything that you like to comment. You can put it there, you can post it, and that will go to teacher, so teacher will be able to see it. Okay, so let me go back to the home page, and I want to show you what happened to the assignment. Remember, I had 3 here. Now that disappeared because I completed that assignment. Okay, and the third type of assignment that will happen is a book reading. So I'm just going to share that with you quickly. When you click on that, it's asking you open a new window. You open that new window, and you're going to see the front page of a book. At the bottom right, there's a next. If you click on that one, it's going to bring to a page. This is before you read. Basically, it tells you something about the book or the title, what kind of vocabulary words we have. So if I click before you read,
Before you read, build background. Vocabulary. Hospitals. Library. Neighborhood. Parks. Stores.
okay, so that basically goes over the vocabulary word. And there's a little bit of a short video here. Let me just click on that so you can see the type of information there.
Everyone lives in a neighborhood, but not all neighborhoods are the same. A neighborhood is a part of a city or town where people live, work, shop, and play. Some neighborhoods are spread out over big areas.
Okay, you got the concept, but I wanted to go to the next page. So this is the book. Now you can read it to your child, or your child can read it. But if you wanted to listen, you can click on this.
One afternoon, Erin sat on the couch reading her book. When she finished her book, Erin said, "Grandpa, I'm out of books."
Okay, so that is the different pages of the book. I want to go to the last page because there is an activity there that I think it's important for you to become familiar. So every book, when it ends, there is some sort of activity. So for this one, this particular one, it says write about the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Now you can write it here. You can always put some notes here using, here you can put some notes and so forth. But the teacher usually gives you a hard copy of this page, and you can fill it out and send it back to teacher with your child, and the teacher will review and grade it. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know this is the third kind of homework assignments that you may see. Okay, so let's go back to the second most important part of this presentation, which is what is the content for these classes. Okay, so I'm going to briefly review the content. So let me start with science. Okay, so in the science, when you click, and all the other subjects are the same except that they have different things. So in the science, you will see when you click it, you will see different buttons. So if you click on any of them, you will going to find additional information. For example, if I click on the books, there are going to be a lot of books, and then you can click on them and you can review that with your child, right? If you go and and in another part of that, so you'll see there's a career. So let me tell you what is this career is. Savvas is very career oriented, meaning that in science, they will try to do experiments to teach students what different careers will be involved. For example, you have space scientists. What does a space scientist do? Or you have a bioengineer. What does bioengineers do? So they will have some experiments to teach students different careers. And so if I click on any of them, for example, it is going to describe what that particular career is all about. So here is about a space scientist. Okay, so again, this is one of the good things about Savvas is that it's really a real life activities that happens. Now, if I go back to math, I want to just show the math also. So they are in all of them. They have videos and audios to help the students. So I'm just going to be clicking on the math. This is one of the ways that students will visualize and will learn a subject. Here, this short video is teaching students how to add the numbers. So let me just click on
Here
that.
are 1,
See.
2, 3, 4 penguins. 1, 2 penguins join. I can use cubes to show the penguins. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. 4 plus 2. I can count to add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. There
Okay,
are 6.
So you got the idea how they use visualization to help the student. Now, as I mentioned, these books are available for you to review and work with your child, help your child to learn more. Please make sure that once, at least every week, couple of times, especially on Fridays, check to see if there are new assignments for your child. And one other thing that I want to show last was this grade. So if you look at here at that bottom, you click on that one, you will see the grade for tests and assignments. So if you just want to see where your child stands, how many of the assignments you've completed or your child has completed, you can just click on that little on each lesson. If I go here, again, in this front page, there is a little box with check mark. If you click on that, it tells you right away what's really going on with that particular subject. Okay, with that, let me end this presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact any of the teachers. Thank you for your support. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.